Okay, now the first of four poems, the last poems on May of 2022, May 2022, was posted on all four of these poems were posted on May 31st of 2022. The first one is Anachronism 3612. It's number 22, a thank you note to planet Earth. I've trekked across this treacherously gorgeous country from coast to coast or so, relishing each of the contiguous 48 states, the majority of them on several occasions. I suppose, if all told, 5 times, and that's not counting the dozen or so that I've traveled, at least across 3/4 stretches made for visiting home from the upper Midwest, from Boston and from San Francisco, or visits to Dad's family in Detroit growing up, or our vacation to the nation's capital in 1976, or to California about 5 years later. But those 5 full stretches from the Atlantic to the Pacific and back, only one of them by airplane, once, and only one way, in a U-Haul truck by way of a series of Motel 6s, and thrice by train. All the way there and back, which is my favorite way that I've ever traveled, across land at any rate. And I'm here to tell you that this land which we call ours, the land of the entire world, as experienced thus far by these eyes, by all of these senses, can be so god-awful flat and vast and boring at times, sure. But not only is there a wondrous beauty in all of that vast, boring flatness, but when that terrain gets divided up, for example, by such varied magnificences as the Ozarks, the Ouachitas, the Appalachians, the Rockies, the rolling hills of Utah, or the endless mountainous highways in Vermont, the Grand Canyon, the metropolises and the two-dog towns, our great national parks like Yosemite and Yellowstone, each of these are wonders to behold again and again. There is a deep mesmeric beauty in all of it, a texture and a unique history and a gorgeousness in every step or mile or parcel of land on which you might have found yourself, whether it be only once ever or dozens of times, be they long or short bouts studied, deciphered, and then remembered. And I can't imagine a square inch of it to which I would not return happily, to take it all in once again, to dive ever deeper within the Great Lakes, the creek banks and river banks, the ponds and the swimming or fishing lakes that sometimes seem to take up most of whatever great state in which they are gloriously embedded. And while for various harsh reasons I haven't driven out of this city in which I love and have loved for 22 years, for over 7 years now, be over 8 now, and although I lost before my 50th year had passed every single material item that I called my own, or had decided to keep in my possession nonetheless, from year to year to year, what a resounding privilege to have been so very and variously transported from the Pacific to the Atlantic and back again, etc. The sum of each and every moment of every single mile traveled has been the greatest of blessings I've beheld, and I shall return, I have no doubt. Shall plot that course again and put that plot to action, of course, and you can bet that I'll be doing it yet again. And I won't stop at that either. It's going to be soon.